What's up, guys? It's Patricia from tarantulaheaven.com. We've got a bit of a different video today. We have a new little co-star, a little special guest here. This is Ava, also known to you guys as the Jealous Cat. If you are a frequent watcher, this is the beautiful cat that is constantly crying in my videos whenever I'm doing something with the spiders or giving any type of attention to my tarantulas. So you guys will be more than familiar with Ava. And a few of you have actually asked to hear a little bit more about her since she makes so many off-camera appearances and little cameos. So she is actually a very big part of my heart and a big part of our family. She has certainly been a part of Spidey's journey. Ava would sometimes even babysit Spidey. So yeah, I have a lot to say about this cat. And so, you know, if you are not really interested in cats, you do not have to watch this. But if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the little troublemaker that you guys hear crying in the background of a lot of my videos, please watch on. So Miss Ava was a stray. I'll give you a little bit of history about her. So she is 17 and I've had her since she was like 3 weeks. I got her when I was 16. She was a birthday present from my high school boyfriend at the time. And she was my first like real pet. She was just mine. She was so tiny. Ava has always been very small, no matter what age she's been. She, I believe, was probably the runt of the litter because she's never been like over 6 pounds. She is a tiny, tiny girl, but she is healthy for the most part, considering that she's 17. She looks like she is just so over me right now and over this. But I promise, guys, Ava actually really loves attention. She is, you know, not only somebody who cries if anybody else gets attention, but she is actually really very affectionate and obsessed with me. I would say we're probably obsessed with each other. So Ava has kind of always been needy, even from when she was a little kitten. She would wake me up every single morning at like 4:30, like this was hours before I had to get up for high school. And she would try to cuddle me and cry for affection. And that is something that she took throughout her life. She's just honestly always been very, very demanding. But yeah, so Ava and I were very happy together. Let's see. So I went off to college. So I got her when I lived in New York with my family. And then I had to go off to college, in which I moved to Philly. And I could not take her with me. I could not keep animals in the dorms. So she lived with my family for several years, and I would just kind of visit her whenever I would come home for the holidays or just to visit. And I feel like she felt it. And maybe this is me, you know, as I usually do, humanize my pets, but I feel like she actually really felt that and was upset about that because she would kind of like ignore me for the first few days after I came back. And then she would like warm up to me, and then I would have to usually give her some treats as some bribery, and then yeah, and then it would be like that whole cycle again. So Ava was at home. Then when I graduated college, I then still wasn't unable to take her because I either lived in a place that wouldn't allow pets, or I had a roommate who was super allergic to cats. So I was not allowed to take her. And that's kind of when I got Spidey because I couldn't have Ava. So my next option was a tarantula. So that's kind of a part of what influenced my tarantula journey. And Ava actually had a really hard life while we were apart. So my sisters had their own cats, and one of the cats, his name was Mo, was actually a bit of a bully. And Ava has never really gotten along with other animals. Ooh. Ava is a one-woman show. She has never wanted to be in a house full of other cats. So That's part of the reason why she's always been my only cat. But Mo used to bully Ava a lot. So she had a pretty bad life while she was living with my family, and I think that they did their best, but there were some other issues going on. My dad also has a habit of hoarding, so the living situation in that house wasn't really great. There was a lot of very unhygienic things going on, so the cats really weren't being taken care of very well. You know, things like litter boxes weren't being cleaned enough, and plus Mo bothering her. So Ava stopped using her litter box. She would go to the bathroom under my sister's bed, which my sister still teases me about. And she wouldn't use the litter box, and she wouldn't really eat too much either, because Mo would like literally wait for Ava to use the litter box or eat, and then like try to attack her. So Ava lived a very secluded, depressed life, and it really showed, actually. Like the way she is now, since she's finally moved to Philly to be with me, you can just tell that she's so much more happy, and she's a totally different cat. But yeah, so she lived with my family for quite a while, and it certainly wasn't an easy journey for her, but she made it, and now she's in a better place. So, I'm trying to get a good angle. So let's see. I can't remember the exact year that Ava came to Philly, but it was probably about 2 or 3 years after I got Spidey. I had moved into my own place. And so I finally had my own spot that I could actually take a cat. So I moved her to Philly. She was really, really good. We took some trains to get to Philly, and she was a great sport. And you're so cute. And she actually did a really amazing adjustment to Philly, actually. The change was really immediate. I could see that she was still really scared. Like, she did a whole walk through my apartment and was like looking for Mo to make sure that he wasn't going to jump out at her. But like, she relaxed. And, you know, I work as a therapist, and I kind of think about environments a lot, and what environments do to people and how much they can improve if their environment's more positive. And I think that Ava is a really good lesson about that, because she turned around. Like, she actually looked clean. She totally stopped doing any bathroom stuff outside her litter box, even though she had been doing that for years. Like, her behavior just totally changed, and she was so affectionate, so happy. She stopped hiding under beds. And so I feel like she felt like she was finally in a place where she could relax, and that she was actually really going to be loved and taken care of. So, yeah, I was really happy that I could finally do that for her. If that can happen for an animal, imagine what it could happen for people. And I think about that a lot. She's now been living in Philly for several years, and we've moved a few times. She's adjusted very well. The interesting thing is that we all live together in a house, and my boyfriend, who I've been dating for a few years, is very allergic to her, or just all cats in general. So we have a very strict cleaning routine, and he also takes allergy medication. And Ava sometimes gets some anti-dander wipes, and she also eats some nice pricey anti-dander food that's supposed to reduce the allergens in her saliva. So yeah, we all live together now. So it's interesting that I ended up falling in love with someone who has a really severe allergy to cats. But we're all making it work, and have been for years now. So Ava certainly loves him, even though she can't cuddle with him like I cuddle with her. But we're all making it work. Before my boyfriend and I started dating, Ava and I had a really obsessive relationship with each other, because it was just her and I in my apartment all the time. So, and I was also working from home. So we would be with each other all the time. She used to sleep with me in my bed. She loves getting under the covers. She used to still do that thing that she did when she was a little baby, where she goes in my room in the middle of the night and cries for cuddles. But since I started, dating my boyfriend, that was something that had to end. Ava and I could no longer have our little bedtime routine. So Ava eventually had to stop going into the bedroom. And so now Ava has her own room in the house where she sleeps. And this also helps us sleep because now we can't really hear the crying in the middle of the night. And I also think that she's probably cut that down because she's gotten used to it. So it works better for us, certainly. But I think she also kind of likes having her own room. She's got tons of blankets and she's like a total princess. So she's okay. So now she's 17. In the last few years, it's been a little bit scary with her health. I'm very blessed that at this age, there's nothing that we can't really control with medication. So a few years ago, probably like my first year of dating my boyfriend, Ava started having seizures. And these seizures were really scary. She would kind of spaz out, lose her balance and coordination. And I would take videos for the vets, and they didn't know what it was. They had never kind of seen anything like it. So they wanted to, do a lot of really expensive tests. And fortunately, we were able to control the seizures with medication. So Ava gets phenobarbital twice a day, and that seems to control the seizures. It's very rare that she has them now. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she already had a heart murmur, and she's had that for life, so she just gets her heart checked. She should get it every year, but it's a few $100s for the test, so sometimes I'll skip a year. Heart tests have always come back like looking really good. So she's probably going to be due for another one, but I really try to space it out because it's so expensive. And she has her regular checkups too, where she has to get all of her blood work done for her medications, because the medications impact her liver and things like that. So Ava's healthcare is honestly more expensive than mine. She is quite an expensive lady, but very much well worth it. What's up? So we got the seizures under control, but then she started having issues with her thyroid. So she has been diagnosed with hypothyroid now because she was losing a lot of weight, throwing up a lot, having issues going to the bathroom. So now she also gets this pill called methimazole, I think it's called. And she also gets that twice a day. And now they want to start her on a third pill. It's called dermadramin or something like that. And that is supposed to help her liver function because one of the medications is doing something to her liver. Hello. Hello. Big yawn. Ooh. Very nice. Ava. Switching positions. Ava. Ava, come back. So yeah, that's Ava. Looks like she's gonna leave the couch soon. But yeah, so she's 17. She is absolutely beautiful, so loving. Basically every blanket in the house belongs to her. Basically any nice chair or piece of furniture in the house belongs to her. And she is the best. It's really funny. A lot of people say that she's constantly just like throwing shade. And it's true. Her eyes are always just like looking like she's over it, but she is so affectionate. I have so many beautiful videos of her being really sweet. And yeah, I feel like, despite her health issues at 17, she looks really, really great. She's in actually really good health. And so, I'm really happy as long as we can manage everything with her medications. I am happy. And she lives a very good life full of treats, full of love and cuddles. And yeah, I'm really grateful to continue having time with her. She's the longest living cat that my family has ever had. So I'm really thankful that she continues to live a very healthy, long, and luxurious lifestyle. Ava. All right, guys. I am going to cuddle with her, but I hope you enjoyed the pictures and any videos that I've included. And I hope that you guys liked this. I know it wasn't about Blinky or Spidey, but Ava is a very important part of the family. Taking her 15th nap. And yeah, and you're going to be hearing or seeing an awful lot of her if you keep watching my videos. So at least you'll know who I'm talking about or who I'm referencing when we talk about the jealous cat. All right, guys. The jealous cat and I thank you for your attention, and I know that a lot of other people say that they also have jealous cats who start crying if they give their spiders any attention. So if you've got a jealous cat or a jealous dog, please comment below and let me know, because the jealous animals need love too. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.